Look at that.
Ready, Will?
Yeah. Hey. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Hello, welcome to the video. So, as you can see by the title, and the sun's not in my way on the camera, collection day. If you're an avid viewer of the channel, you'll know that, and you will have probably seen my dad's C43 that he had for 4 years. As you know, he was coming up to the end of the PCP and he was trying to find out what to replace it with. It was between E63s, AMG GT or C63s, and as you can see what's behind me, he ended up picking the C63s facelift. And it's got the very, very sexy AMG GTR wheels. So I'm gonna pan it over to my dad. You've obviously seen him on the channel before. If you don't, he's Tony. And we're gonna let him have a little talk about why he's picked this up. So, Tony, welcome
Hello.
again to the channel.
Hello.
Why have you bought a C63s and not an AMG GT?
Lots of reasons really. I wanted the C63 for quite a few years after buying the 43 because I realised it was an upgrade and I really did fancy this colour and the more powerful engine, and I did toy with the idea of buying a GT car. The problem with buying a GT car, it's kind of like when you make a list. You make a list of pros and cons about why you should buy something and why you shouldn't. And the con list started to pile up. One of them was the miles per gallon is pretty poor on those around town. It's about 15 to 17 miles per gallon, which is quite a lot. Petrol prices going up. Another reason is it's actually quite hard to get a test drive. I call Mercedes quite a lot, or they called me, as my 4-year PCP came to an end. And I mentioned them on repeated occasions. I requested maybe a test drive of a GT car, possibly a GTC.
Just couldn't get one.
I couldn't get one, no. They did offer me a GTR Pro, but it was in the Bristol showroom and Bristol would refuse to actually send it up to Gloucester for me to try. So they said I could come down and give it a go, but I was never going to buy it. It was 170 grand GTR Pro. It just wasn't for me. So I went into the showroom actually to book a service, and then I saw this car. And it ticked all the boxes really. As a family man, if I owned a GTR, although 2 of the kids are technically moved away because my son lives away and my daughter's at university, I've got another child still at home, and if 3 of us want to go anywhere, we wouldn't be able to go anywhere in a GTR. So we actually don't need another car, we need 2 cars.
Yeah.
The price is a little bit prohibitive as well. You're talking upwards of £100,000 plus the second car, which for a decent SUV people carrier would be about another £20,000 second hand. So it's all kind of mounting up in the con box, which is why I opted for this. I mean, I had to make a decision. The 4 years on the 43 was up, so I could either buy the car, extend the finance, or sell it back to Mercedes, do a part exchange, which is what I did in the end. And I got a really good deal. They offered me a very good part exchange rate price for my 43. Shall I say?
Yeah, if it's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was £30,000 they offered me for mine.
And how much did you owe on the?
I owed 19.
Right.
So I got a good deal on that. I know I'm selling high and buying high, but
Should we just,
you know,
for the non-UK viewers of the channel, the used car market is through the roof at the moment. I bought my M2 for £39,000 and I can trade it in for £40,000, so I can actually get the money that I bought back the money that I spent. I can get that back, and I've basically had a free car for a year and a half. So used car prices are through the roof, and that's how obviously had a massive effect on buying an AMG GT, because they're really expensive, but you're able to sell your 43 for more than what you owe on the finance. So
yeah, so that gives a good deposit to put
it gives you a good amount of equity that you could then put into the C63.
Exactly. Yeah, so and I didn't get the finance from Mercedes. I used a third-party finance company, so that made the monthlies about the same as I was paying for the 43. So it ticked all the right boxes, and also I can get 2 kids in the back if we need to go anywhere. Yeah. So that's the reason behind it, and I absolutely love the vehicle. It's
gorgeous.
Myself and Will test drove one back in 2019. Practically the same car, same colour, and we absolutely loved it. But at the time, I wasn't trading in, so we didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But
because we've done like 3 C63s test drives.
Yes.
So that one being the third one. Yeah. The first one we test drove literally is pretty much the same spec, and we loved it. But yeah, you didn't have the equity and you didn't have the money to jump in one at the time. But
so I'm not ruling out a GTR car in the future. Maybe in 3 years' time. Yeah. I also want to see where the used car market's going, where electric car market's going, where fuel prices are going, before I get a GTR, and maybe after all the kids have left home, it'll be more suitable. Yeah.
But the C63 has always been like a car. It's one of your dream cars. It was it was this and an AMG GT, GTC, GTR, GTS, whatever it is. So you've kind of, in some ways, you've ticked off one of the boxes of the dream cars that you want.
Yes.
And it's a lovely colour. We'll do very quick. So it's a facelift, so it's got the Panamericana grille. Obviously, non-UK viewers, it's got an OPF filter now. So these are quieter than the pre-facelift cars, which, in my opinion, it needs an exhaust. But for Dad, you probably don't want to drive around in such a loud car, given your age. And
I think it's well loud enough, to be honest. It's a very deep V8 rumble. It's not necessarily loud. It's just a very bassy. You know, it gets right inside you. I don't really want something that's going to offend people, and I think some cars are too loud and clattery, and I think they're a little bit over the top. Yeah.
We can change that soon, don't worry. We'll put some downpipes on it and we'll make it loud. Anyway, he doesn't know that. So this car has the AMG GTR wheels, which is another amazing plus. I don't know the colour of this blue, but basically BMW owners, it's like a San Marino colour on the M3, M4s. It's got the whole carbon pack, so we've got carbon wing mirrors, carbon interior. If you can see that, it's got the bucket seats, which are absolutely beautiful to look at. It's the facelift, so it's got the little toggle thing where you can change all the driving modes. It's all LED. It's all screen in the middle now instead of the analog dials that you used to have. And then obviously pan roof, and it's got this very aggressive carbon spoiler as well. And then being facelift, it has a more aggressive diffuser and bigger pipes as well. But I got a few comments on collection day where people were saying, oh, you should dechrome all of this. But I actually, and Dad agrees with me, that the chrome on the grille matches the wheels, matches the badge, matches the surroundings, and matches the tip. So we agreed, we're just going to leave it and not dechrome it, because I think it looks really good as it is already. So yeah, I think that we'll close the video. We'll close the video off here, right? Yeah, we'll finish the video here. It's just a collection day. He's owned it for 2 days. Mercedes wouldn't let me kind of film and talk at the same time at the dealership, just because there's other customers there, other customers and their cars. So we thought we'd collect it and then do a separate video. So he's owned it for 2 days. He's still learning it. There's going to be lots of content to come. We're going to be doing a sound video. You know, I'm very good at that on the channel. We're going to be doing a review, maybe a 1 year review on this car and what he thinks about it. But at the moment, it's a nice upgrade from the C43. Different sound, different interior, very aggressive looks. It's yeah, he's very happy with it. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Like it, comment, subscribe, the usual. I'll see you later in the next video. Start up and revs. Here's the M2.